friends, it's Paige Evans. I have a new process video to share with you today featuring felt flowers. I am finished with all of my assignments, so I'm working on layouts just for fun. Not that making layouts for assignments isn't fun, but anyway, it's fun to create what I want when I want. A few Christmases ago, I got this nice pack of felt, and then I put it in a box, out of sight, out of mind, and then a few days ago, as I was purging through my supplies because we're moving soon, I found this felt and I really wanted to feature it, and what better way to do so than with flowers, because I love, love, love flowers. I'm using these metal flower dies and leaf dies by Maggie Holmes, also from a couple years ago, and for each flower, and there's two kinds of flowers. There's a larger flower and a smaller flower. There's 3 layers for the large flower and 2 layers for the smaller flower. And so for each flower, I'm using shades of the same color of felt, and starting with the lightest color of felt and then getting darker as the layers get smaller. So I'm starting with the largest, lightest flower, putting the middle, medium colored flower, and the darkest layer on top. And I made, I think, about 4 of the larger flowers and 7 or 8 of the smaller flowers, and then a whole bunch of leaves using green and aqua felt. And it's important to use pretty good high quality felt, or else the die cut machine won't be able to cut through it, the metal dies won't be able to cut through it. And I'm using a Spellbinder's Platinum manual die cut machine, and it worked like a charm. At this point, I'm trying to figure out which cardstock or pattern paper I want to use for the background. I really wanted to use a yellow, kind of for a silly reason. I display my layouts on the wall, and I like to have a rainbow of colors of backgrounds going on just to make my space as colorful as possible. And the layout with the yellow background up there right now has been up there for quite a while, so I want to replace it with a newer layout, but I wanted to have a yellow background. So anyway, that's why I wanted to choose a yellow background, and I want to do some mixed media. So I applied a layer of gesso with a palette knife and just scraped it across. And once that dried, I'm going to splash a layer of white acrylic paint across the background, and I always use a hair dryer to make the drying time speed up the drying process so I can keep working on my layout. And so once that acrylic paint layer was dried, I came in with some black watercolors, and I'm going to splash that around, and I like the contrast that this adds. I printed 2 photos of Jane from the same, well, they're only taken a few seconds apart. It was her last day of school. She just finished kindergarten. And so on this background, I'm just trying to figure out placement. This isn't the placement that I ultimately end up using, but I just wanted to make sure that everything would fit on the page and that the photos looked good with these flowers. And I like how her pink dress with the darker pink polka dots matches the pink flowers. There's even some purple going on our porch, so that brings out the purple flowers. Moving on. So this is the arrangement that I decided to go with, and I'm just using liquid adhesive and applying dabs to attach all the flowers together. It's nice because they kind of held themselves together in place. The felt just stuck together, but I want to make sure they stay in place permanently, and so that's what the liquid adhesive is for. And then I dug into my thicker stash, trying to find a color of thickers that I thought would look good. I found these blue thickers. I have no idea when they're from, but I know they're from American Crafts. So I think any color of blue thickers would look good. And the title is going to be Last Day of School, so I'm just playing around with the placement. The nice thing about these foam thickers is that you can move them around pretty easily and they won't tear up your background. So I moved them around just a little bit so it makes more sense in this order. It's easier to read. Last Day of School. Those white mini foam thickers are from my Pick Me Up collection with pink paisley. And then used a ruler to write a few journaling lines with a pencil. Wrote my journaling with a .03 black precision pen. And then the layout already felt almost finished. There's a lot going on already with these large, colorful flowers, so I didn't want to add too much more, but there's always room for enamel dots. So I went through my stash and found some colors that matched the flowers, and I'm just adding them around the edges of the flowers, in between some of the flowers, to add a couple more pops of color around. And they just look like candy. Kind of want to eat them. And that that one was stuck on the page and it wouldn't come off, so I just tucked it under the leaf, and yeah, good thing I had an extra one. I wanted to bring out that darker pink flower, so I found this dark pink scalloped sticker in my 30-page sticker book, and I trimmed off a little bit, and I didn't want to throw that away, so I just tucked this little bit under the edge of the other photo. So perfect length. And yeah, I like how that brings out the pink of the flower. So that is the finished layout. I hope you are inspired to create felt flowers. Just make sure you've got good quality felt and a manual die cut machine that works really well, and you should be able to cut these out easily. And once you make one, you'll want to make a whole bunch more. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.